Hello. Today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker, coming to you from Lexington, Kentucky, here in the USA. Weather reports. Today the high will be 56. Currently, the temperature sits at 37 and feels like 33. We have a frost advisory from Wednesday 2 a.m. last night, Eastern Daylight Time, until Wednesday 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that's most related to outdoor plants. Today, mostly sunny, highs in the mid-50s and lows in the mid-30s. Two areas to watch in the Atlantic. Hurricane season continues. A little warmer than yesterday, up by 4 degrees. Yesterday was brisk with a wind of about 9 miles per hour. Today, sunrise was at 7:48 a.m. Sunset will be at 6:58 p.m. A little bit longer, leaving out in the dark, coming home in the dark. Fall and winter. Sunrise, sunset. Wind today, 6 miles per hour. The AQI is good at 16. Pollen is moderate. First snow of the season in New York. Third consecutive supermoon to be the brightest. This is a celestial phenomenon when the sun is the moon is closest to the earth in its orbit, which allows for a spectacular view. Blood moon, harvest moon, various other names. Third consecutive supermoon to be the brightest. I think the last one will be sometime in November. Again, this is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. Watching the sideshow, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well, last night, amongst the season's continuing award ceremonies in music, was the 2024 BET Hip Hop Awards. So I had it on. I was doing some other things, but I heard the artists performing, and I will admit, in maybe not so much hip hop because I kind of come along with those names and they're familiar with me, but when it comes into rap and gangster rap, I'm not so familiar. And the way those things hit the news in relation to those musicians, it kind of keeps me on my toes as to who they are referring to. But in the context of that, I did see an article published about a New York rapper named Kai, went by the name of Kai, recently died. He was in his, I think, 52. Along with his achievements in music, he also was captain in the NYFD, New York Fire Department. So not only was he pursuing his music, but he was also involved in those things that give back and support the community. So I'm going to hit this list today, and it's from Billboard. And we'll see how it goes. If you didn't watch it, this will give you information for you. Kendrick Lamar is the biggest winner of the night, taking home 8 trophies. Megan Thee Stallion came into Tuesday's October 15th broadcast of the 2024 Hip Hop Awards as the top nominee, but Kendrick Lamar ended the night's biggest winner. Meg led the way with 12 nominations, followed by Kendrick Lamar with 11. When the dust settled, Lamar won 8 awards, taking home prizes in every category he was nominated, thanks to having multiple nods in the same field. Megan left empty-handed. Other profile winners included Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 for Hip Hop Album of the Year, Sexy Red for Best Breakthrough Hip Hop Artist, and 50 Cent for Hustler of the Year. Well, who else went home a winner? Find the full list below. Hip Hop Artist of the Year nominees: 21 Savage, Cardi B, Drake, Future, and Glorilla. Winner: Kendrick Lamar. Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Song of the Year: Agora Hills, Doja Cat. Bent, 41, Kyle Rich, Jen Carter, and Tata. Finn, Travis Scott, featuring Playboy Cardi. FTCU, Nicki Minaj. Get It Sexy, Sexy Red, Like That, Metro Boomin. Future, Kendrick Lamar. Mama Mushi, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Yuki Chiba. Winner, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Yay Glow, Glorilla, Hip Hop Album of the Year. American Dream, 21 Savage. Anything, Glorilla. For All the Dogs Scary Hours Edition, Drake. And Sexy We Trust, Sexy Red. Megan Thee Stallion, One of One, Guna. Winner, Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj. Utopia, Travis Scott, We Don't Trust You, Future, and Metro Boomin. Best Hip Hop Video, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, Drake. Band for Band, Central C, featuring Lil Baby. Bent, 41, Kyle Rich, Jen Carter, Tata. Big Mama, Lotto. Booah, Megan Thee Stallion. Enough, Miami, Cardi B. Winner, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Type Shit, Future, Metro Boomin, Travis Scott, and Playboy Cardi. Best Breakthrough Hip Hop Artist, 41, 310 Bobby, Bossman Glow, Cash Cobain, Lady London. Winner, Sexy Red. Skilla Baby, Tommy Richmond. Best Collaboration, At the Party, Kid Kudai, featuring Pharrell Williams and Travis Scott. Band for Band, Central C, featuring Lil Baby. Bongos, Cardi B, featuring Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody, Nicki Minaj, featuring Lil Uzi Vert. First Person Shooter, Drake, featuring J. Cole. Winner, Like That, Metro Boomin, Future, and Kendrick Lamar. Mamushi, Megan Thee Stallion, featuring Yuki Chiba. Wannabe, Glorilla, featuring Megan Thee Stallion. Best Duo or Group, $, Kanye West and Ty Dolla $. 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne. 41, Kyle Rich, Jen Carter, Tata. Common and Pete Rock. Earth Gang, Flyana Boss. Winner, Future and Metro Boomin, Rick Ross and Meek Mill. Best Live Performer, Burna Boy. Busta Rhymes, Cardi B, Drake, Glorilla, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion. Winner, Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, Travis Scott. After that, Lyricist of the Year, 21 Savage, Cardi B, Common, Drake. Winner, Kendrick Lamar. Lil Wayne, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. Video Director of the Year, 20K Visuals, A$AP Rocky, Cactus Jack, Cole Bennett. Dave Myers and Travis Scott, Doja Cat, Nina McNeely, Offset. Winner, Dave Free and Kendrick Lamar. Producer of the Year, ATL Jacob, Cash Cobain, Hit Boy, Hitmaker, Metro Boomin, Pete Rock, Q-Tip. Winner, The Alchemist. DJ of the Year, Big Von, DJ D-Nice, DJ Drama, DJ Khaled, K Tranada, Metro Boomin, Mustard. Winner, The Alchemist. Best Hip Hop Platform, Bootleg Kev. Winner, Club Shay Shay, Complex, Drink Champs, $1 billion worth of game on the radar, The Breakfast Club, the Joe Budden podcast, The Shade Room, and XXL. Hustler of the Year, A$AP Rocky, Cameron, and Mass, Cardi B, winner 50 Cent. Also on that list was Drake, Fat Joe, Glorilla, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion. Sweet 16, Best Featured Verse, 21 Savage, Good Good. Usher, 21 Savage, and Summer Walker. Included A$AP Rocky, Gangsta, Free Nationals, A$AP Rocky and Anderson .Paak, Cardi B, Wanna Be, Remix, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, and Cardi B. Drake, Meltdown, Travis Scott featuring Drake. J. Cole, First Person Shooter, Drake featuring J. Cole. Winner, Kendrick Lamar, Like That, Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar. Included, Lil Wayne, Brand New, Tyga, YG, and Lil Wayne. Megan Thee Stallion, Wanna Be, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion. Impact Track, Blessings, Nicki Minaj featuring Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Also included Fortunate, Common, and Pete Rock. Get In With Me, Boss Man D-Lo. His, Megan Thee Stallion, Humble Me, Killer Mike. Winner, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Also included Precision, Big Sean. Yay Glow, Glorilla. Best International Flow, SDM France. Days MC, France. Ricionos Nas, MCs Brazil. Buddha Brazil, excuse me on some of these pronunciations. Bashi, UK. Stefan Don, UK. Megalera Doughboy, South Africa. Bixby, South Africa. Oda Dumaflick, Nigeria. The winner was Gets from UK. So that concludes the list from the Billboard BET Hip Hop Awards complete winners list. Music. All of us appreciate a good tune. So, in the news today, after that, a mother in Kentucky who shot her 6 and 9-year-old sons in the head and then claimed she was manipulated into committing heinous crimes intends to plead guilty. According to reports, Lucas claimed that her actions, the woman is known as T. Lucas, were the result of being manipulated through Facebook, through the internet, or through Wi-Fi into doing what she did. This led to her initial defense strategy, where she claimed she was not legally sane at the time of the shootings. So now she's changed that to pleading guilty, which also involved no plea bargain, so she probably will get the max with very few stipulations otherwise. In regards to that, there was an older brother that did survive or was not included in what happened. Brothers who own more than 100 VIP smoke shops indicted on felony charges. The two brothers own more than 100 VIP smoke shops in Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. They are accused of trafficking in hashish and engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity, investigators said in court documents obtained by WLWT on Tuesday. Social Security recipients under $2,384 per month now entitled to 12 kickbacks in October. If you can remember that, it has to do with a lot of 10% off deals for seniors at various businesses, Home Depot being one of them, and various other ways that you can implement some savings to 2024 in October. Diddy brutally raped male Macy's worker in store stockroom as sick punishment for him working for rival clothing firm. Now this one, like I say, it never ceases to amaze me, but go on with it. And rather than me try to tell you about it, rather than me try to tell you about it, it's just too what I call convoluted. So you already got the title. Diddy brutally raped male Macy's worker in the store stockroom as sick punishment for him working for rival clothing firm. So here we go. Sean Diddy, this is dated 17 hours ago from Radar Online. Sean Diddy Combs has a new disturbing abuse claim against him as the former music producer sits in his hellhole jail cell following an ongoing list of accusations. RadarOnline.com can reveal the disgraced music mogul has been accused of brutally orally raping a man in a Macy's store. In a new lawsuit, an unnamed John Doe claims he was brutally assaulted by Diddy in a stockroom at the flagship Macy's department store in New York back in 2008. He claims he was in the back room for Echo, Me So Horny, clothing when the disgraced star entered along with 3 of his armed bodyguards. I don't know where that came from, but the rhino on it, somehow or another I heard that in passing and it just kind of came out. He claims he was in the back room for Echo clothing when the disgraced star entered along with 3 of his armed bodyguards. The victim claims he was hit hard around the base of the neck, possibly with a pistol, and knocked to the floor before Diddy allegedly proceeded to forcefully and brutally orally rape the plaintiff while yelling obscenities at him and calling him Echo. According to the lawsuit, the victim alleges Diddy went back into the store after the assault and was distributing merchandise from his own Sean John clothing line to an adoring crowd as if nothing had happened. According to the victim, the bodyguards threatened to kill him. The victim claimed he reported the alleged assault to Macy's store security, but no action was taken. In the lengthy lawsuit, it claimed that Macy's pressured Echo executives to fire the claimant because Macy's had just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Sean John clothing. Excuse me. Weeks later, the victim was allegedly fired by Echo and was no longer able to live in the apartment that the company was paying for. As Diddy sits in his hellhole jail cell, he was hit with other lawsuits on the same day. An unidentified female detailed an incident that occurred in 2004 that claimed Diddy raped her and a friend in his New York hotel room. The victim, who was 19 years old at the time, claims she and her friend were brought into a separate room at the more exclusive party where Combs allegedly locked the door and assaulted them. She claimed the rapper threatened to have them both killed if they did not comply with his demands. RadarOnline.com revealed last week that an official trial date for Diddy's sex trafficking case was set for May 5th when he appeared in Manhattan federal court for a hearing after he pleaded not guilty to the multiple charges. Combs was slammed with a list of allegations this year, including forcible sex trafficking, fraud, abuse, and prostitution, and could spend the rest of his life in prison if found guilty. The rapper has been locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn over the past month and was initially denied bail. So that is the latest story on Sean Diddy Combs. Continuing in the news, 20-year-old LSU basketball player Flojai, on the pronunciation, capital FLAU-JAE, Johnson purchases 20 acres of land as a part of goal to create generational wealth. Johnson has carved out a prominent space for herself, both on and off the court, reportedly having the highest name, image, and likeness, NIL, valuation in women's college basketball, according to On3. In June 2024, Sports Illustrated reported that her endorsement deals amounted to nearly $4.5 million. She's also making her mark on screen, starring in the Amazon Prime series, The Money Game, produced by Shaquille O'Neal. The show follows Johnson as she navigated the NIL landscape in 2023, building her empire while juggling school, family, and her music career. In addition to Johnson, the series also features LSU athletes Angel Reese, runner Aaliyah Armstrong, and quarterback Jaden Daniels. Moving on to money. Money. From Kevin O'Leary. The real reason Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Warren Buffett are suddenly selling billions in stock, and what you must now do with your own money. The election. Last week, it was reported that Amazon's Jeff Bezos and Meta's Mark Zuckerberg sold billions of dollars of their own company stock this year, even as the S&P 500 notched its best 9 months on record. Even the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, slashed Berkshire Hathaway's holdings of Apple and built up a massive store of $277 billion in cash. The officers and directors of all U.S. companies, the corporate insiders, reported the lowest net buying of their respective firms' shares in a decade. 22% in September, below the 10-year average of 26%. I guess 4% is a reason to put things in motion, according to InsiderSentiment.com. That set off hysteria in some parts of the mainstream media. Insider trading is a very strong predictor of aggregate future stock returns, said Nejit Sehun, professor at the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan. The fact that they are below average suggests the stock returns in the future will be below average as well. Kevin O'Leary advises, I'm here to tell you that insider trading is useless. If anyone tells you that they can predict how stocks are going to move, run in the opposite direction of the direction. After all, nearly 9 out of 10 hedge fund managers can't beat the annualized gains of S&P 500. I don't take any advice from anyone who claims that they can forecast what's going to happen. Then he moves on to the election, and again, we're talking about the economy, what President Joe Biden did with the CHIPS and Science Act as far as boosting companies that produce certain chips. And then, as we have seen recently, Kamala Harris kind of echoing that same thing in relation to the tax cut for big business, and so it continues. Excuse me. So Kevin O'Leary says, here's my best advice for an investor facing this market rally. Keep your powder dry and continue investing in a 401k, which I took some time to explain the stock market in a previous broadcast. And 401k incorporates all the work that you would get from hiring an individual or company to do for you while you are in the workforce. That almost guarantees an 8 to 10% return over a long period of time. So that's what's in the news. Now for the top stories. Billionaire GOP mega donor Miriam Adelson gives 95 million to pro-Trump super PAC. Georgia judge blocks election rule requiring hand counting of ballots. Judge Robert McBurney called the rule too little too late. The judge expressed concern that the 11th and 1/2 hour implementation of the hand count rule would lessen public confidence in the election results. Thousands of poll workers would be handling and counting ballots in a manner unknown and untested in the era of ballot scanning devices, without time for uniform training, McBurney wrote. Continues, this election season is fraught. Memories of January 6th have not faded away, regardless of one's view of that date's fame or infamy. Anything that adds uncertainty and disorder to the electoral process disserves the public, McBurney wrote. Next one in top stories. Despite her call to do something for Harris, Michelle Obama has yet to hit the campaign trail. Response is the former First Lady has been working behind the scenes to boost Harris and is expected to appear publicly in the final stretch. Continuing, former owner of dog food chain, former owner of dog found chained to a pole ahead of Hurricane Milton, arrested to face the music, DA says. He had already vacated the state of Florida and left the dog behind, and think people didn't take too kindly to that. VA Governor Youngkin says he's urging voting rolls of non-citizens. DOJ says citizens are victims. Now, this is one of those things that you can put in the top stories and can put in the headlines, but how it translates in numbers is that this non-citizen situation is like 1 in a million. May I repeat that? 1 in a million. So, you can kind of take that with a grain of salt. Next one, Supreme Court tosses decision as shielded officers who arrested citizen journalist. The case of journalist Priscilla Villarreal, who is known to her readers in Laredo, Texas as La Gorda Loca, pits the First Amendment's guarantee of a free press against the doctrine of qualified immunity, which provides legal protections for police and other government officials. In its brief, ordered the Supreme Court wiped away the lower court decision that protected the police officers involved in her arrest and ordered additional proceedings. Next, Hakeem Jeffries pitches calm governance over chaos as Democrats seek the House majority. Barney, Kamala Harris, October surprise is going on Fox News. There's been some comment about how many interviews Kamala Harris has been doing while on the campaign trail. I realize it's probably complicated and everything else, but Fox News has got one coming up that she agreed to, so we'll see. Harris works to appeal to black men, a critical group for Democrats. I think I've already mentioned that per former President Obama. Trump media stock is halted after sudden purge. Donald J. Trump shares. And here's your +1 for today. LeBron James and Savannah James react to, I'm going to say Bronny, but if it's LeBron, then it would be Bronny, right? Bronny James news. I better get used to it. LeBron James re-signed with the Lakers this offseason, not long after the franchise drafted his son, 55th overall. ESPN's Shams Charania reported last week that the Lakers plan to have LeBron and Bronny share the floor together in their Regular season opener against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think that's October 22nd. Ahead of this highly anticipated NBA debut, Bronny was featured on the cover of Men's Health. If you've been following it all, you know that Bronny did have some health issues and has continued to recover. So the statement goes, you've already heard a lot about @Bronny in the run-up to his rookie season with @Lakers. Men's Health captioned their Instagram post. But you haven't actually heard from Bronny. That changes with this exclusive interview. This news of Bronny's front cover feature is exciting, and his parents reacted accordingly. So those are some of the items in the news for today, Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. That's it. Hashtag.